Hello viewers, welcome to Asset Management System new release. In this release, I will explain .NET SDK version update from .NET 8.0 to .NET 10.0. I personally skipped .NET 9, which is not LTS, long-term supported. Also in this release, I will explain a new feature. We have covered two things. We update entire UI for design beautification, and also added new feature which is like depreciation module. Let me run the project. I'm using Visual Studio latest version Insider 2026. Just run the project. As we can see, the login screen is new and looking fresh. So we have updated the entire UI system. So I'm logging as a demo user, super admin user. So once you log into the system, then we can see the new dashboard. So we have updated the dashboard. Try to cover the summarize the data into the dashboard along with the new design. So here is the dashboard, and in the sidebar menu, I introduced the search option, so we can search the sidebar menu as well for faster task execution. Let me explain, present the demo step by step. If I jump to the asset, so this is the main feature of this application. Let me create a sample asset so that we can check the enter feature. Let's say mouse, and unit price is 5, quantity is 100, so that it will automatically calculate the total amount, asset status, and the date of purchase. Here we have additional categories, electronics subcategories, desktop computer, supplier, Amazon, department, let's say IT sub-department, PM, other info, or we have bunch of other entities as well. You can add the image, purchase receipt, warranty in month, let's say 18, depreciation in month, let's say 36, location, let's say Dhaka, and note, you can add the note as well. So safe. So asset created successfully, asset ID is 13. You can assign this asset to the relevant available employee into your system. Let's say employee 5, quantity is 1. So one asset as it is the quantity, so you can assign multiple employees as well. Let's say already assigned. So already this is new feature. Previously this feature was not available, but this is added like couple of months ago. So you can assign, print, and check the details, or if you upload the purchase, you can download the purchase receipt later, and the QR code, barcode, assign asset history and comment history. Let me add a test comment, test comment. Request log, issue log. So if you so we have a request module. So if some employees add some new request, you can see the details here. And this is complete role-based dynamic user management system. As we can see, a super admin user can see the entire application and showing the full menu. But if we log in as a general user, let's say employee user 5, and let me edit the manage page access. Currently this user can access only dashboard and user profile. So okay, let me log out and log in as a employee 5 user. So this user can access only limited dashboard and his profile only. So profile details, allocated asset is already one asset allocated for this user, and so the limited user can edit his profile, reset password using current password. For demo presentation, I go back to the super admin user so that I can explain the full feature of this application. So let me log in again. So asset done, user management I already explained. Asset history, so all asset operation will monitor, you can monitor here. Asset categories for managing the asset, and asset subcategories, also the additional entities for managing the asset and tracking the asset properly. Asset status, which is pretty important for maintaining the asset status. Depreciation. Depreciation is newly introduced module in this feature, in this release. I added this new feature. I got several requests to introduce the depreciation module in this application. Finally, I have added. So you can set up depreciation, calculate all depreciation. Let me set up the depreciation. I already set up the and let me just put a random number. 18, save. So active, already depreciation created. Let me add the new mouse save. So the depreciation, maybe I created the all depreciation, that's why it's not creating. So in the depreciation already we can see the current value, monthly depreciation status, everything. So I already created demo purpose all available asset depreciation. And if I go to the comment, so you can check the comment, currently available comments. And to print barcode, you can print the barcode, print custom entire barcode, like thermal and general printer you can use for printing the barcode and QR code as well. Into the employee management module, we have a department, sub-department, designation, and into the request module, you can, as an employee user, you can request. So currently, we can see the list of requested and new with the status, the accepted. And the asset issue, which is important, let's say some electronic device, CPU and UPS did not work properly, so you can create an issue so that dedicated department can take action based on the issue accordingly. And the settings module, we have a manage supplier. So supplier is relevant to the asset, which supplier providing the asset. During the creating asset, we have to provide the supplier from the drop down. Company info, basic company related, you can add the logo so that it will update the logo. And identity settings, so here is the for login management system, you can skip it. Email setting for system email communication for new reset password, new registration and other things. Login history, so system will also track the user login history. And audit log for all the data operation of this application, you can track from here. Manage user role, so as it is dynamic role management system, you can create unlimited role and configure accordingly. Let me create HR user, so TBD, and you can check, let's say check all and uncheck some important features. Let's say asset allocation reports, so it will create accordingly. So the HR user can access only this part, like accept asset and the asset allocation report. Other page the HR user can access. System role is a list of system role, and if we go to the report section, we have asset info report. So you can check the asset info report by categories, also the subcategories. Let's say IT and subcategory desktop computers, laptop, don't have any laptop. And asset status, so you can check the current total available asset status. So currently we have 13 assets, but only 6 one is in use, available for damaged 1, expired 1, and new condition is 6. And asset allocation, you can check the total asset allocation. Currently we have 13 assets, so we don't assign any asset yet. and the final one is depreciation report, which is newly added in this release. So depreciation report, we can see the summary of depreciation. Also in the summary report, the details report, asset wise report, monthly report. If I go to the summary report, we can check the asset depreciation summary details along with actives and fully depreciated, and also average depreciation rate. Also here is the pie chart for overview and the asset breakdown along with details column. Next is like details report. You can check the details asset depreciation. And if I go back, third one is asset wise report and monthly report. Currently it is not showing any data. You can select year and month to generate the report. So that's all. I hope everyone like this application, as we introduce some new important feature, dashboard, and the .NET SDK version from .NET 8 to 10, which is pretty latest and long-term supported. So also the project, if you are interested and like this application, you can explore this application for learning purpose. Also the small medium, also to small to medium organization, you can track your asset using this application. And if you interested to get this application, after purchase you will get what, let me explain: complete source code, complete database code first, complete project documentation, ERD diagram, architecture diagram, video tutorial, free tech support as well. You can communicate using this communication media directly to me. So before closing, let me just explain the project architecture. So if I go to the project architecture, I just cover this project with 3 different layers: front-end, back-end, and database. So database part is pretty interesting. This application is supported multiple database along with MS SQL Server. You can use MySQL and PostgreSQL as well. And the front-end part is mostly important is jQuery data table for data grid operation, pagination, sorting, and searching. Everything is using jQuery data table. And for theme management, we have used admin LTE, Bootstrap, and other thing is HTML, CSS, jQuery, which is common, and we have used 5 to 10% Razor, which is C# syntax in the front end. So front end and database part is done, and the middle part is like backend. So using NuGet, we have installed bunch of packages, libraries, NuGet packages, Entity Framework Core. This is ASP.NET Code First project. We have used Entity Framework ORM. So in the middle part, so it will be .NET SDK 10, and we have divided into 2 parts. First one is MVC Model View Controller. Controller is basically middleman. It will communicate with model and view. Also the second part, we have services, ORM, view model, and ASP.NET Identity, basically for user management. So that's it. So if you interested to purchase, so definitely contact with me and go to here, directly purchase. So thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoy this video and like our latest release application with new update, .NET SDK 10, and feature update along with the entire UI system. See you in the next video.